Once upon a time, in a kingdom wrapped in misty mountains and silver rivers, there lived a princess named Amara. She was known far and wide for her radiant beauty and her tender heart. Each morning, she wandered to a quiet lake that shimmered like liquid glass. It was called the Silent Lake because not a single ripple disturbed its surface, and no bird ever dared to sing near it. Amara loved the lake more than any place in the world, for it reminded her of her mother who had passed away when she was a child. One evening, as twilight spilled lavender across the sky, she leaned over the water's edge and whispered, "If only I could bring back your voice, Mother, even for a day." At that moment, the water stirred. From the depths rose a woman clothed in moonlight, an ancient enchantress with eyes like polished onyx. "Your wish is brave, child," the enchantress murmured. "But every wish has a price." "I'll pay it," Amara said without hesitation. The enchantress lifted a pale hand. "At sunrise, you shall be transformed. Each day, from dawn until dusk, you will wear the form of a silver swan. You will keep your human heart and mind, but no voice. Only when someone loves you enough to sacrifice their greatest treasure will the curse be lifted. Are you sure you understand?" Amara nodded, feeling the weight of her choice settle over her like a winter cloak. She wanted her mother's memory to return, even if it cost her freedom. The next morning, as the first rays of gold kissed the lake, Amara felt her body change. Her arms became wings of brilliant silver feathers. Her hair flowed into a graceful plume, and her feet grew webbed and delicate. She opened her mouth to cry out, but no sound came. And so her days as the Silver Swan began. Each dawn, she glided across the silent lake, her reflection trailing beside her. Villagers came from miles away to see the wondrous creature, but no one knew that within the swan was the princess they all loved. Seasons passed, and with each passing month, her heart grew heavier with longing. She watched her father, the king, stand at the shore searching the water for his lost daughter. He did not recognize her in the swan's form, and every evening she wept silent tears that rippled the lake. One autumn day, a young shepherd named Elias arrived. He was gentle and thoughtful, with dark hair that fell into his kind eyes. He carried a wooden flute that had belonged to his late mother. Each evening, he sat by the lake and played, filling the silent air with songs that reminded Amara of her childhood. Though she could not speak, she swam near him and rested her head on the bank, her silver feathers gleaming in the setting sun. In her swan's gaze, Elias felt an ache he could not explain, a sense that this creature was more than she appeared. As the first snow fell, Elias made a decision. He approached the lake, flute in hand. "Beautiful swan," he said softly, "I don't know if you understand me, but I feel you are carrying a sorrow no one can see. If there is a way to free you, I will do it." A tears welled in Amara's eyes. She knew what the enchantress had said. Only a sacrifice of a treasured possession could end the curse. Elias knelt and kissed his flute. "This was my mother's," he whispered. "It has been my comfort every day since she died. But if giving it up will heal your heart, I offer it." With a trembling hand, he tossed the flute into the water. The lake swallowed it in a single silver ripple. Suddenly, the sky burst into golden light. Amara felt her feathers dissolve, her limbs return. She fell onto the shore, no longer a swan but a young woman once more. Elias staggered back in awe. "Princess Amara," he breathed. Her voice returned, soft and bright as dawn. "Yes. And you freed me." The enchantress appeared once more on the lake, smiling gently. "You see," she said, "true love is never selfish. Only when you give up what you hold dearest can you set another's heart free." Amara took Elias's hands in her own. Gratitude flooded her chest, warmer than any sunlight. She had been restored not by force or ambition, but by the selfless gift of another's heart. And so, the silent lake was never silent again. Each morning, the voices of birds and the laughter of villagers rose in chorus. For everyone had learned that true love asks for no reward, only the courage to give without counting the cost. Moral: true love is selfless.